safe for? Yeah, 30 shot clip, who it ain't safe for? Walk down, let off 8, give him 8 more. Beam on the rail, just like a skateboard.
JesseTheA&R for Cult Media. We got a very special guest, VATOZ. What's happening?
What's going on, bro? Happy to be here.
You know, VATOZ out here for a long time. You know, like back when I was grinding and shit, I remember you grinding in those times. So bring us back to like the beginning of when you got into, like, when did you get into rap and hip hop?
Fuck. When I got rap and hip hop was probably, I would say when I was like 13, grade 8, those kind of days.
Right.
Me and my homie used to bike ride to Weston and Finch. There was this record store there, and we just like, we split on a tape. We dub it for each other.
Oh.
Photocopy like the cover and everything.
So
and
you,
then one guy would get the original, the other guy would get that one, and next time around, vice versa.
so you were dubbing them out and just making your music like that?
Yeah, start listening to like Pac and like Bone Thugs and Harmony and like just random rap shit. Biggie, obviously.
Because that was going to be one of the questions. Biggie, Pac, who is it? Biggie or Pac?
Fuck, that's
Biggie,
a tough
Pac, or
one, man.
Biggie, Pac, or Pun?
Or Pun, eh?
Yeah.
That's a tough one. Fuck, man. I kind of put them all on the same.
Because you said Tupac first.
Yeah, because I guess my heart shoots more towards Tupac because I feel like his music is not. It's more like from the heart, more soulful.
Right,
you know,
right,
feel
right.
it more. Biggie's like just a sick lyricist. It's different
Right.
style.
Right. I was growing up, Tupac resonated more with me, and I didn't really even take in Biggie, even though the majority of the music I was listening to was East Coast music, like Mobb Deep, DMX, and shit like that. But it was Pac that really stood out, and it wasn't until later that I really took in Big and was like, okay, like now I see kind of where they're coming from. Was that the same kind of way?
Yeah, I guess around that time I was. Yeah, you could say that.
Right.
I was going through kind of the same shit and I was understanding it more.
What do you think about, you know, the resurgence of VATOZ? You know, where did the want to come back hard with this music shit come from?
Fuck, wanting to come back is just, I'm in a position now where I could be making some music and I'm comfortable with it. Just cause shit in life happens, you know, not like you planned it and shit.
Right.
But fuck, I guess I always had the love for music. It was
Right.
never gone.
Right.
It was just a thing of things going on in the background that wouldn't let me put out music or,
Of course.
you know how it is.
Yeah, and going through those times, did you know that, like, I know I'm gonna make music again one day and, like, really come hard with it? Or did you just kind of think, like, at those times, like, fuck, you know what, like, I missed the chance?
When I wasn't doing it, I'm not gonna lie for you, I missed it.
Right.
But there was times that at the same time, there was times that I wasn't motivated to make music because there was so much shit going on that in
Right.
my head I didn't even want to write about it.
Like exactly what you said, you're going through some tough shit, but how do you express some of this shit?
It's hard, and like sometimes I do write shit and then I go back and I change it because I'm like, maybe that's saying too much.
Right.
But you have to find a balance in your writing where you can connect with everybody, like shit that everybody understands, you know, from street niggas to fucking regular people that just listen to music. You drop
Right.
a line that they can all relate to.
Yeah, facts.
Because at the end of the day, it's the same shit, different toilet, bro. We all have this, go through the same problems with relationships or this or that.
Right.
It's just different ways of dealing with it, right?
Absolutely.
So with writing, it's the same shit. I think you just have to be able to relate to everybody when you're writing.
Now, do you feel, as opposed to when you first started writing, as to when you're writing now, do you feel like you're being knowledgeable about everything you say, as opposed to when you first started, maybe it was like more fun and, you know, you could just say wilder shit because it was a creative process, as opposed to when you come out now?
Oh, for sure. But that's like everything else. Like music has changed in the last 10 years. Fucking everything's changed. The streets have changed in the last 10 years. Like at those times, yeah, when I first came out, I was saying whatever, bro. You know?
Right.
Now I'm more careful. I say stuff like more realistic shit, you know?
Right.
I've been through a lot of shit. I rap about what I've been through a lot too. At that time I was still young. I didn't know much at all. I still don't know much at all. I'm always learning. That's just something that you grow with, right?
Right.
But you're right, yeah, when I first started I was just wilding, doing whatever, writing whatever.
Right.
And as I went and experienced more shit, I had different stuff to talk about and I was learning too, creating a flow, creating my writing game and developing all that shit.
So I just heard a track where you rap completely in Spanish. Is that correct? Pretty much, except for a few words.
It's all in Spanish.
And that shit sounds super fire. So where do you, like in Toronto's scene, where is the Latino, you know, hip hop and artists fit in there?
I feel like it could fit in there with any other genre just as well because we're so multicultural here, you know?
Right,
like,
right.
We listen to Spanish music anyways on the radio. There's
Right.
reggaeton and all that shit. People don't understand it, but they still vibe to it.
Of course.
Music is music, man. I don't feel it has a language.
Right.
Like sometimes it's about the beat, the melodies, even the flow itself is a melody on the track. It's
Absolutely.
like an instrument, right?
Right.
People don't really understand it, but they vibe to it because it flows with the beat. So
Where are you born and raised, fam? Like, where are you from?
I'm actually born and raised in Toronto, man.
Right.
My parents are from Uruguay.
Okay.
Fuck. I was talking to my homies earlier about this. To this day, they don't speak English.
They
Just
don't.
because the beauty of Canada, bro, is you can come here and they have Spanish neighbors, Spanish supermarket, Spanish TV.
Right.
They don't even need to learn the language. They get by just fine. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
That's the beauty of Canada. And because of that, I fucking speak two languages. You
Right.
know, it was always Spanish in the house, and with your homies or in school, you guys could talk English.
Right. Now, do you guys go back and visit back home? Like, do you have a lot of family back there?
My dad, I don't really have much family. He has two cousins left, and then like their kids.
Right.
And my mom has an extensive family, but they actually live on the Brazilian side. So Uruguay and Brazil's a border.
Right.
It's like Detroit and Windsor where
Right.
they live, right? So they would live like on Detroit side.
Okay.
But they live on the Brazilian side. It's nice over there. I went there in 2017 with my homie.
Right.
Showed up my homie, or you know, fucking good times, man. Beautiful place. Beautiful place.
So this EP, we got, what's the first track coming? I heard a track with Jordan on the hook. So bring us into the process of why you reached out and like how that all come along.
Well, fuck, he's mad talented, man. I always listen to his music and I always rated his talent.
Right.
So we met one time through some other homies, and I just asked him to come by the studio one day and we laid it down. Fucking, he's a perfectionist, man. He sang his ass off in there. He was like, he wanted it to be perfect.
Yeah, he's a real dope singer.
Bro, he's sick. He even sings live, like when we're shooting the video, he's singing out live, bro. He's sick. He enjoys it.
How do you think the city has changed since, you know, the days when you were rapping as VATOZ, you know, the early days, like the, you know, 8 years, 10 years ago to now, you know, when it comes to like parties and marketing your material?
A lot easier now for all that shit, but at the same time it's harder because of the saturation. There's so much artists.
Right.
It's like a million fucking artists.
Right.
But it's a lot, like the platforms now, these guys have Spotify and streams and like podcasts and everything, blogs. 10 years ago it was just YouTube, bro. And like,
Fact.
you know,
And barely that.
barely that, exactly. You had a Project Bounce back in those days.
Right.
Radio. Like Flo would never play your shit.
No.
Fucking
Flo would never play your shit.
No,
No, but they wouldn't back,
crazy.
and it was different people that were running it back
It
then.
changed a
man.
lot. There's a lot more
Yeah.
attention to the music now. Locally too, obviously, because of Drake. He fucking put the spotlight on the city.
So I just heard the track with Jordan, and you guys shot a video for that.
Yeah, we shot a video. Nino directed it. Shout out to my
Shout out
homie
the
and let
guys.
us use his property. Shout out the guys that came through and everybody that was involved. Really appreciate that shit.
Right.
Fuck, I seen a couple of shots. It looks dope.
Proper.
So I'm trying to release the EP sometime in January and probably the video at the same time.
Drop 2022, kind of get prepped up, ramped up.
2021, yeah, we'll drop that.
Oh shit, I skipped the whole year.
Start to, yeah, ahead
Yo,
of the
I
game.
skipped the whole year, fam. 2022, we're coming. Oh shit. Who do you think's making noise in the city? Who's got lots of talent, ready to come up?
Fuck, there's a lot of these young kids, man. There's a lot of them that are making noise in the city. Like that LB Spiffy guy, I see all over the radio and shit. You know.
Yeah, I'll be in the guys.
I'll listen to him. I heard a track on the radio though. It's dope. Fucking, he's doing his thing. You know,
Right.
he's out there. Man, the Driftwood, all those Driftwood guys, they basically branded their whole neighborhood. There's a lot of good music coming out of it.
Oh man, the guys are there's so much talent out here, but it's like we've come to like a point where shit is crazy out here. What's your favorite place to grab food in the city?
Fuck, man.
Like Latin culture food.
Latin culture food?
Yeah. Where's the most fire spot?
There's a spot at Weston and Finch, Milvan and Finch. There's La Plaza Latina. You
Hands
can go
down.
in there, you get whatever you want, man. Food from Ecuador, Colombia, El Salvador, Chile. Like, you can't go wrong.
Oh, damn.
Whatever you want. Seafood, veggie, fucking steak, whatever, bro.
Saying that's making man's hungry.
Yo, it's proper. It's up the road.
Saying I'm going there next. Top 5 rappers.
Dead or alive or alive?
Whatever you want.
I'll do alive because the dead ones we already know.
Right, let's not have that
Tupac and
debate.
Biggie, those guys already on there.
Right.
I like Starlito. I don't know, a lot of people don't know who he is.
Number 1.
Starlito.
Damn.
Not number 1, but I'll put him in my 5.
You said him first though.
Yeah, whatever. Just because I was.
I always say whatever comes to mind first.
I was listening to him on the way here, so.
Okay, so that's why.
Yeah, I think he's dope. Fucking. I listen to Dave East.
Right, he's a lyrical genius, that guy. He's like bars guy, mental, right?
Lil Baby.
I like that.
I like Lil Baby. I think he's super dope.
Yeah.
Obviously, fucking Drake.
Right.
Drake doesn't miss.
Right. No
And,
miss.
Yeah,
No miss.
It's not even fair putting him on the list because he's just.
He's got
He's just in a different.
Got over 100 hit records.
Yeah, bro. He's in his own category.
100 hit records?
I'm not even gonna put him on that list. Fucking. I don't know. It's a hard one right now, man. Cause I gotta base it on Nas. I always like Nas too. He was one of my favorites.
I know. See, then you get into that, and then like, which one do you choose?
Yeah, you can do Recent. You can do fucking Alive. But yeah, probably those ones.
That's it. That's the top 5. Did we do 5 or 10 Oz?
5 with Drake. That was 4.
I know. See, with Drake, you kind of gotta not even put him on.
Lil Wayne
and then
too, obviously too. Lil Wayne.
right.
He's a sick fucking rapper, bro. He's retarded.
Yeah, and he really put Drake on. He put on for the whole city, really.
Yeah.
How it looks back. Do with your music. You want to try to get a deal? What?
I'd like
What's
to get
the next
maybe a
plan?
distribution deal. Like, stay independent, make money like that.
Everybody find you. Where do you want to go right now? The VATOZ on Instagram.
My Instagram is VATOZ, VATOZSA. And you can just Google it. You'll find the links to Spotify, YouTube, all that stuff.
Right. Where'd you get the name?
No, but literally I was like the only Spanish guy on the block, and this one guy used to call me Vatos just because fucking I
Because
the
he was
only
an ass?
Spanish guy. And yeah, and that's how it stuck, man.
That was it.
Actually,
VATOZ.
Mikey started calling me Vatos.
Shout out the guys.
Yeah.
Cult Media. We're out. VATOZ. Instagram. Watch for.
That shit coming out of January. EP Beautiful Mistakes. Shout out Toronto Top Tunes.
Hey, New Gen
Shout
Inc.
out the
Studios.
dogs. You
Let's
already
go.
know.